Wasn't it fun watching those inventors, journalists, and venture capitalists chasing technologies? If you come to Silicon Valley, this is what you see all the time. They can't get enough of it. They can't get enough of it. It's amazing. Those cats chasing the laser beams are perfect metaphors for those, especially in Silicon Valley, chasing technology. They do it all the time. They can't get enough of it. Every new invention that comes along, people are chasing it, just like the cats chasing laser beams. And every new invention has to be a story in a magazine or on the internet, and it has to be a new company which the venture capitalists will fund, regardless of its merits, because they love technology so much. Look at every website of every venture capitalist. The VC firm is organized by technology. Silicon Valley and places like it around the world become smorgasbords of technology. First you had wireless, then you had cloud, then you had big data, and of course then there's artificial intelligence and Internet of Things. And of course my favorite, driverless cars. We'll get back to that. Hi, I'm Marc Rudov, branding advisor to CEOs and author of 2 books. My new one, Brand is Destiny, The Ultimate Bottom Line. And if you saw what happened with United Airlines, which kicked a passenger off of one of its planes going from Chicago to Louisville, and you see the money that is going to be spent in lawsuits, the stock dropped $1.4 billion in one day. If you add it all up, it doesn't compare. It doesn't compare to the pittance United could have paid that doctor to get off, or paid somebody else to get off the airplane. So when I say that your brand is your destiny, and it is your ultimate bottom line, think United Airlines. And if you want to keep ignoring branding, you will be the next United Airlines. So read Brand is Destiny, The Ultimate Bottom Line. And my first book, Be Unique or Be Ignored, The CEO's Guide to Branding. That book is very simple. If you look like all of your competitors, the customers will ignore you. Back to the topic here. Chasing technology. Instead, chase problems. Chase problems. Don't chase technology. Now let's look at my pet peeve, the driverless car. Look at these 2 yuppies, these 2 millennials, sitting there facing away from the windshield, strapped in. This is technologica erotica run amok. There isn't one person on planet Earth who wants and needs a driverless car. This is an example of chasing a technology. Google and Tesla and Ford and GM and Mercedes-Benz and Uber and now Apple are killing each other over technology for driverless cars. We keep reading about driverless cars that end up in car accidents because what are they? They're computers on wheels. And what do we know about computers? They're hackable. They're monitorable. So if you're driving down the street with the wheel in your hand, I mean you're a real person, and other cars on the road do not have drivers at the wheels, and those computers on wheels are hacked, or they malfunction, your life is in danger. So there is no need for this. Who's pushing it? Technological tyrants, autocrats, government bureaucrats who want to control what you do with your life, who want to monitor everything in your life, who want to tell you how to live, where to live. There is absolutely no need for this. But people are chasing the driverless car like the cats chasing the laser beam. We heard stories about IoT, Internet of Things. Who but a technologist would even devise such a name? When you hear Internet of Things, isn't your first mental picture a customer, a human being? I don't think so. What is this? This is telemetry over the internet, so that everything on planet Earth can be connected to the internet, from scientific instrumentation in the field to your television that actually watches you, records you, and reports your activities back to the manufacturer. We recently had an internet outage. Why? Because the hackers were able to capture so-called smart appliances in homes and use them to store malware, which brought down the internet in certain parts of the world. The head of national intelligence, James Clapper, under Barack Obama, admitted, we can monitor you through IoT. Do people say, whoa, let's stop, let's think about this? No, they don't. They say, let's keep pushing forward because we want this. Now, in Brand is Destiny, I wrote a whole chapter about conformity, and I talk about technological correctness. And that's what this is. You either get with the program or you get out. You don't have a choice. You're not an individual. You don't live in the land of the free. You do what we want you to do. You do what we think is best for you. Pure socialism. Now, if you want to found a new company, don't have an orgasm over technology. Don't chase technology. Chase problems. Go into a business. Arrive at 8 and leave at 6. Spend the whole day there. See what's wrong with the company. See what all the problems are. See what all the dysfunctions are. And determine whether you can solve it. The solution may not require technology at all. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But if you go in there believing that technology is the solution, then you're already biased and you're not really looking to solve a problem. You see, technology is just a building block. It's a means to an end. It's not the end. It's a means to an end. Like laser beams, technologies come and go. Their lifespans are short. And if you're a flexible entrepreneur, you should be able to swap out one building block for another as the problem merits it. But if you go in there married and wedded to that brick, to that building block, you're not a problem solver. You're a technology pusher. You're a zealot. You're a zealot. And you're not an entrepreneur. A zealot is not an entrepreneur. By the way, the 3 middle letters of the word idiotic, IoT. So, don't chase technology. Chase problems. And if you're a good entrepreneur, you can solve those problems. That's your job as an entrepreneur, to solve problems. When you create a brand, which is a customer-validated value proposition, then your company will have a purpose and direction. And only then can you figure out which products and services to build and offer. So you build the product to fit the brand. You don't build the brand to fit the product. Build a product to fit the brand. You don't build a brand to fit the product. That's when you're really branding. In conclusion, read both of my books. Nail these fundamentals down. And I know you'll need help after you read the books because no books cover it all. And no books are tailored exactly for you. Contact me, Marc Rudov, at marcrudov.com, and I can help you. Remember, brand is destiny.